So what have we got coming up today? Yes, we've got white chocolate shortbread. It's leading up to Christmas, or if you're watching this in the summer, you've got a bit of time to wait. But you can make this any time of the year. Now this is straightforward shortbread with chopped up chunks of chocolate in it. And if you like this type of content, please subscribe and please share. And don't forget to check out the description, because that is where you're going to find your recipe. So without any ado, let's get straight on with the video. And for your recipe, you want 227 grams of salted butter, 113 grams of caster sugar or granulated sugar, 311 grams of plain flour, or you can actually use bread flour but the low grade type, and a pinch of salt, and 200 grams of white chocolate chip. Also you need a tray that is 22 by 28 centimeters. So all you need to do now is cover it with baking parchment. Press our hands into it, hold it down and score it with your fingers like that. And this gives you an easy line to roll out your pastry. So you can see the little marks all the way around. That makes it so easy. So you can put your pastry in the middle and then roll it out to the lines, unless you've got a rolling pin that fits the tray. And now you want your mixer. Also you want your paddle beater. Now this is actually a creamer. And it's actually got an edge on there. Now you want to use this one because it's going to make your mix very light. And that's just what you want. Into the bowl, put your sugar and your butter. It's important to have butter at room temperature. And as you can see, this is not quite room temperature. Take a little bit longer, but it will go down eventually. Now you're going to mix this until it's nice and light. So when this is white, it's ready. Start on first speed. And then we'll mark him straight up to third speed. Well, that's ready. So all you need to get your flour and your salt in there and just mix it all together first. And then we're going to add that straight into the machine. So all we need to do is just mix this round just to clear. Less mixing now is better than more. You just make it into that start of that dough, and that is it. So put that straight onto our tray. So there's our tray with our paper. Now remember, we marked it out all the way around. So a bit of flour in the bottom. Put that on there like that. Now take your tray back out. And all you can do is roll out to the edges on each side. Try and keep this nice and even. Bit of flour on top and just push it out to the sides. Bit more flour. Roll them out a bit flatter. Like that. So all we need to do now is dot the top, or you can actually roll a blade across the top just to make it look pretty. So at this stage, what we need to do now is cut it up ready. And take your scraper, just drop it into flour like this and just cut down through the middle. Now you will need to give it a bit of pressure because you're cutting through chocolate. And that's it. All we need to do now is pop that into an oven. Your oven temperature wants to be around about 160 to 180 Celsius in a fan assisted, and we're going to be baking that for around about 25 minutes. So we'll get that straight into the oven. Once it comes out of the oven, all we need to do is just sprinkle the top with caster sugar. And remember, when we pre-cut them, all we're going to do is run a knife down through that now whilst they're still warm. So we'll just let that cool for around about 20 to 30 minutes. So there we go, folks. Wasn't that nice and easy? So let's have a look at the shortbread close up. So this is your white chocolate shortbread. Once again, you've got that lovely sugar over the top, crystallized. And on the side, you can see it's nicely baked, and you can see the chocolate chunks inside. Never understand why the chocolate white chunks go brown in the oven. They shouldn't do, but they seem to. Well, there you go, folks. It's really an easy recipe. Now, this recipe is from the 1940s, and let's say it most likely was done by bakers a lot longer than that. In fact, I've heard that Mrs. Beaton made the same recipe. Who knows? I don't know. It's like a lot of recipes. They've been handed down and handed down and handed down. And this same recipe was made before Mary Berry was born. So Mary Berry has actually done the same recipe in her book long before she was even born. And if you like this type of content, please subscribe and please share. And don't forget to check out the description because that's where you're going to find your recipe. And we'll see you again very shortly on the Crazy Baker channel. Laters!